worry, the camera's going to move, it's okay, Sensei's got control. It's going to be a bit like the Blair Witch Project, but because we're working on terminology, we thought that it would be better if you can get a bit closer to my hand. Don't worry, Sensei's got a tripod, he's holding this, and we are definitely more than 2 meters away, and we've washed our hands and done everything. So we're following all of the rules, but we want to help you out as much as we can. I've not had any planning, I don't even know what he's going to say next, so I might get some of this wrong, especially seeing as it's terminology, but I'll try my best, you try your best, and let's see. Okay, so what am I doing with these hands?
Right, so the first one is we're going to do is a nukete. So this time a nukete. Now, nukete is spear hand. So we're trying to get our fingers straight. Them 3 fingers straight, nukete. Rather than that, yes. These 3 fingers straight. Try and get them straight. And your thumb's got to be tucked in. Yeah, we don't want to stick it up out there. So that's nukete, spear hand. Nukete.
Remember when you pull it back to your hip? Hikate here, hikate, not open. The most common mistake we see from low grades is this, hand open. Spear hand, hikate, pull back, close that fist.
So next one we're going to do another open hand strike. We'll do a heito. Heito is ridge hand. So when you're striking using the ridge hand, outer edge of your hand. So
this is here.
So we're trying to get that thumb tucked in a bit, and we're trying to use the edge of our hand as we strike. Yes. And it comes down in a kind of the last minute an arc just on the end. Yes. Now some people like to do a heito in a big striking round movement. Yes. But the way we perform it is more of a straight and then a strike on the end. Yes. So it comes straight more or less and then strike on the end. Yes. Now it'd be good to practice this on something like a bag or a pillow, something.
Cushion on the sofa.
Yes. So you're striking into it with that...
Not the cat.
with a hip twist on the end. Yes. So that's a heito. Yeah. Next move we're going to do, another open hand strike, is heisho. Heisho. Heisho is back of the hand. This tends to be more of a...
You can go under or over.
Yeah, this is a back of the hand technique. It tends to be more used really for wrist rather than a striking, because that part of your hand is not very good for hitting anything. But it's more of arm bar kind of action as well.
I'm going to stretch, pull that arm across my body, hips coming in, tension.
Yes, because you won't use the back of your hand more to hit things because you have tendons on the back of your hand which can be damaged easily. But this is heisho. Heisho. Yes, heisho.
Usually used in your cutters.
Like I said, it tends to be on a wrist escape kind of technique. Next one we can do, we'll do uraken. Uraken, back fist. Uraken is using the 2 knuckles on the top of your hand, yes, and it comes round, across, and then back. Again, there's 2 schools of thought on the methodology of doing a uraken. One of them is you flick your wrist, just your wrist, and the other is you roll your wrist over as you strike, yes, but you're still using the same part of your hand, the knuckles. Uraken.
Again, you can come over or you can come under. Depends how big or small your opponent is, or whether or not your opponent is standing or kneeling at the time. But in Kion, under or over is okay, depending on what Sensei says at the time.
Also, uraken can be done at any height. You can go over the top so it's coming down. This is more like an otoshi uraken. You can do like a groin strike, which would be coming the other way. Underneath.
It's a bit like an agizuki, as in MP.
Yeah, so that would be like a groin strike if you did that. We don't do that one very often because we're more likely to punch that if we're going to do that. Yes. Another thing we can do is we'll do some of the punching. We'll do a seiken first. Seiken is just a normal straight punch. That's just a straight punch, normal knuckles, everything there. Let's go to the side.
So we do it with this hand. So I watch on this hand. Straight, straight. This is straight.
Seiken, seiken.
This.
Seiken.
90 degrees. Seiken is your 2 knuckles here. Those 2 knuckles. You want 90 degrees or more acute. You want to keep this straight, and you want to keep this line straight down your arm. So you don't want bent this way, bent this way. You don't want bent this way or this way. You definitely don't want your hands open, or Kim, you don't want your thumb inside, get it out. There you go.
Yeah, so that's seiken, that's normal. Now if we do ippon ken, ippon ken. Ippon is 1, ken knuckle. So there we go, just the 1 knuckle. Yes, sometimes it's done that way, sometimes it's done tate, which would be vertical that way. Yes, either way is okay. So we punch, so our centre knuckles out and our thumbs on top, pushing down, pushing it in, make it strong. Yes, that's ippon ken, one knuckle. Then we got naken daken, ippon ken. Again, ippon ken, one knuckle. This time it's middle knuckle. Yes, middle knuckle. So again, you close your hand tight, turn your hand over, and just that one knuckle is sticking out. That's naken daken, ippon ken. There we go. So we'll go back to the front. So I'm going to call a technique out, and she'll just do it. Yes. So we'll do nukate, nukate, heisho. You can see the brain working. Heisho, heito, heito, shuto, shuto.
Ah, 2 different types of shuto. Should have been watching the last video.
You reckon? You reckon? And there we go. That's the end of that one. Something for you can work on now.